Hey everyone, it's Fofo Tsukiyomi here, and thanks to Alkin, I'm gonna be doing an Isagi video, even though it's been up on YouTube about twice or three times now, but I'm gonna give my little spin to it with the versus matchups. So first, let's talk about the chemical reactions. First, we have to talk about Isagi and Chigiri. Isagi was the person to bring Chigiri back to his running self and to his glory days. So I believe Chigiri would throw away the beef they had in the third selection and second selection matchups, and also with the fact that Isagi did try to help Chigiri when he was hurt during the Bluelock versus U20 match. So that's gonna be the first chemical reaction I want to talk about. Now Isagi and Nagi, they never had problems with each other. They were one of the most broken duos in the whole second selection match, and even worked well together in the U20 versus Bluelock match. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time seeing them work together again. They're gonna be very broken, and this is somehow gonna be good for Nagi, as if he has Isagi on the same team, it'll keep him motivated throughout the rest of the games instead of breaking after beating Isagi. Now this could lead up to a trio chemical reaction between Nagi, Isagi, and Chigiri, because Nagi and Chigiri must have had more bonding time together with the whole Isagi being chosen by Vince. So Nagi and Chigiri would have had 2 more matches to build chemistry together, and that team is going to be like really insane. Isagi's good with Chigiri, Nagi's good with Chigiri, and Chigiri should be okay with both of them. And his high speed, being able to get the golden zone, and even if he doesn't shoot, be able to do super fast passes to like Isagi for a direct shot, or Nagi to trap the ball and shoot. That would be an insane combination. The trap, the speed, and the IQ brains of Isagi. All 3 of those formulas are gonna wreak havoc. Now the one negative chemical reaction I see being is Rayo and Isagi, the 2 pawns Nagi's used in his journey of Bluelock. Rayo will still not forgive Isagi for taking Nagi from him, and it will be clearly shown that these two have no chemistry together, as they never really teamed up in the whole U20 matchup, and like they don't like each other whatsoever. So I don't see Rayo trying to like support Isagi whatsoever. I feel like Rayo would stay the same and just like ignore Isagi and only focus on himself, and later on when Nagi needs his help, just focus on Nagi. So that's the dynamic I see being there. Now for this first match, it will be Manshine versus Bastard. So Isagi's already returning to his old team, and this is the advantage. Isagi will be much stronger and much faster, as Chris Prince's training would have insanely increased his strengths, his speed, all his stats immensely. Like all his physicals and skills would have been insanely increased, which means it would have been a better matchup for Isagi compared to like his former self. He would already be better from the start. And the fact that he had 20 days break instead of just 10 to get in the starting team, I think Isagi would be able to get in the CEM position. I do not see him taking over Agi's position as the starting striker. Let me know in the comment section. It really wouldn't change much. If you want Isagi to be the starting striker or the right winger to Nagi, you could also go with that. So Isagi could either play CM, CF, or right wing. So let's get into how this matchup would go. It would go fairly similar with Kaiser and Ness trying to get the immediate impact, but for this instance it wouldn't work, as Isagi and Rayo would have saw it coming. And in this stage, Bastard would have already had a win against Barcha, with Kaiser scoring 2 goals instead of 1, since Isagi wouldn't have been there to set up a play. So Kaiser's coming in this game red hot with 2 goals already. So this game would just continue normally, but instead Isagi's on the opposite side. The first major change would be Chigiri scoring. No one would have any advantage for it. But after that, Kaiser would have a harder time, and I think that's the first major change, which would be Kaiser. Kaiser would really have to struggle, because Kaiser did acknowledge Chigiri. he wouldn't have problems stopping Agi and Nagi's combination, and Isagi probably too, because Isagi wouldn't have gotten Metavision. And I need you all to know, Isagi didn't really understand what Kaiser was doing until the play he did to get the Kaiser impact. So that play does need to happen in this version to make the score 1-1. And then here is where things change. Isagi is going to go off with his meta burst points, but since there's no Kaiser and Isagi mesh up on the same team, Isagi would have a better chance of scoring. So in this instance, I would have Isagi score an insane goal because Nagi would be the perfect distraction. Isagi needs to stop Kaiser, and even if Kaiser blocks the shot like the first time, because Kaiser has every right to now since he's on the team, Isagi would definitely need Chigui's help. I believe with the insane golden 44 formula, with that, Chigui is going to be unstoppable. But there might be an instance where Bastard Munchen might all try to stop him all at once, and that's where Isagi will come in. He will completely use Chigui's golden 44 formula to make him do a sniping assist for Isagi's direct shot. And since Chigui knows he can't shoot through like 4 defenders who will try to jump him, he would use his chemical reaction of Isagi to help Isagi score a super goal to make the score 2-1, since Kaiser wouldn't have scored yet. And I do believe Kaiser would score an immediate comeback, as Kaiser wouldn't have Isagi in his way stopping his fame. And now let's get into it. Nagi. In this instance, I wasn't going to have Isagi score, as Isagi wasn't in that developed stage as he had just gotten Metavision. But then you have to think about he's in Manshine City, which means his physicals and speed would have been insanely improved, which means he would have been able to better handle the stamina of Metavision to unlock it to its full potential right off the bat. And he would have also had to use his physicals to gain an advantage over the Bastard Munchen defense. That is why Isagi would be able to score in this match. Now for Nagi, I did have Isagi scoring because that would be the reason why Nagi would need to go off for the miracle goal he did in the original one. With Isagi on the same team, the only way Nagi would be able to pop off a miracle goal like that is if Isagi scored like a super goal of his own. So a combination of Chigui and Isagi would make Nagi realize he needs Rayo at a critical moment, and Nagi would score the winning goal to make Manshine City win this one 3-2. So, for Manshine versus PXG, in the original's timeline, they got destroyed. Now Manshine's coming in here with a win, so they're looking good. Nagi wouldn't be depressed as much, as Isagi would still be there to rival Nagi. So that means that using Isagi as a fisher hook would still be there for Nagi, even though he technically did beat him, but he wouldn't have fallen down as the way he did. Rayo would have finally talked to Isagi, as he would have wanted to know more about Isagi's Metavision and how the hell he was performing the way he did. So that would finally spark the first instance for Isagi and Rayo. And Rayo during practice would try to copy Isagi's Metavision to further his abilities, being with Sei and Rin having both their abilities. So Rayo would definitely get an upgrade, as his Metavision abilities would be enhanced. And Chigui would also have more options in this game, as Isagi would not be like Nagi, and Isagi would be playing at his full best, trying to take down Rin. Now for PXG, I don't see much changing for them. I mean, the two formulas will confuse and destroy Manshine City. So I see this being an insanely close game. But with a full-powered Nagi, a full-powered Isagi, which is stronger than even the current timeline, and a better Rayo, Chigui with more options, I can see this team barely beating PXG, and that's because I do believe that the offer is trying to go with Isagi trying to beat all his former rivals. And I saw this in a Serena Rosa video about why Bastard Munchen would beat PXG. But I really want PXG to win this because I don't want Rin to lose to Isagi. But I feel like with a full-powered Isagi, Nagi, Chigui, Rayo, and that team just being stronger than even with Bao, because Bao does have his own selfish wishes. So with this team, I do believe it's really hard because Shido is an uncannibalistic beast. So Isagi would definitely need to stop him just the way he did when it was with Sei. For Rin's team, I could definitely see Rail locking down the midfield. They don't really have a counter for Tokimitsu, but since everyone is really stronger, it shouldn't be that bad. Nanase will get destroyed by everyone on the team, and Charles, I don't know who will stop him. I think Chigui would have to be put on him so that way he can react to him. And Isagi would definitely have to try and stop Rin's Metavision and Berserker points. Now, when it comes to Shido's team, stopping Karasu is going to be hard, but Metavision users can easily pinpoint him as Sei did dismantle him. So I think Isagi and Rail would be on top of Karasu. Santetsu would be stopped by Chigui, and Shido and Charles would be the biggest problem. But I think Isagi can manage to find out how Charles is going to react to, because if he could react to Sei and Shido's combination, with Metavision he'll be able to easily identify it. If Loki pulls up in this game, PXG will win 3-2. But if he doesn't, I think I have Manshine barely winning 3-2, because I just feel like the offer is unfortunately going with Isagi winning. And if Isagi on a team that actually does support him on like Bastard Munchen, he will get the win here. Now in this version, I would definitely have Barrow being way more pissed than he was in the original, because he hates Nagi with a living bone. The two of them in episode 90 have hated each other, calling each other slaves and all sorts of names. He was the first person to make Nagi really care about the Bluelock Foundation, and even made an insane goal, which is probably one of my favorite Nagi goals of all time. And then he has Isagi, and you know him, he's always Isagi hunting. So having both of them on the same team, yeah, Bao's gonna go off viciously. But Manshine is not gonna go down without a fight, as if you can beat PXG or hold them to their very core, you should have a shot against Ubers. Now, Isagi's big brain Metavision is going to go off insanely off the charts. Him and Rail making a Metavision combination team would be insane, and would definitely be similar to how Ubers had to deal with Hiyori. Rail would be Isagi's Hiyori in this game for when they link up, because Rail would not always be trying to link up with Isagi, as he would be trying to make Nagi the best in the world, not Isagi. So, how do I see this match happening? Isagi would have a better chance of making left shots. This is something I did not mention earlier that I should have. Isagi's would be ambidextrous, because when he goes to Chris Prince, his first thing he's going to ask for is to be like Noah. And Chris Prince will try to make him ambidextrous from the start, which means Isagi's left shot would have more power. But would I see Isagi scoring the first goal? No. I think I could see Chiguri scoring the first goal, because I think Isagi would be Manshine's ace, so Lorenzo will be on Isagi this time. And the reason being that I think Isagi is going to be the one to pop off against PXG. I think he will score 2 goals while Chiguri scores 1. I don't think Nagi is going to score in that game, because Nagi wouldn't be as hyped up as he was. He wouldn't be trash, but he wouldn't have that edge he would have in this match. So I can definitely see Chiguri starting off the goal, because I don't see anyone stopping the Golden 44 formula except for Lorenzo, but he would be locked on Isagi to even try to stop it, unless Lorenzo's speed feats are really insane. He did stop a Kaiser impact, but he was locked down on Kaiser, so it made sense that he was going to stop the Kaiser impact. Now, let's get into Nagi's input. Nagi definitely has to score in this match, because Nagi hates Barrow too. They both hate each other. So with Rayo doing something spectacular, I think Rayo and Nagi will have their Hiyori x Isagi moment in this game, making them score 2 goals in a row. I do not see Isagi doing much in this game, as if Kaiser couldn't get away from Lorenzo, Isagi won't too. So I can see Nagi scoring 2 goals to win this game. And yeah, I do not see them doing as well. Snuffy would definitely be more vicious in this game, as they won't have Raichi to be the protector mode. But at the same time, I think they can hang on long enough. especially if Snuffy comes in. That means Chris Prince will come in, which will give them the hype and the boost. As Chris Prince, I think, will definitely just try to 1v1 Snuffy, which will also hold him off. He will probably be able to actually try and steal the ball. Although Snuffy has his counters for Chris Prince, I could see Chris Prince filling in the role Aichi had for them. So I can definitely see them barely surviving with a 3-2 with, of course, Barrow scoring both the goals, trying to kill Isagi and Nagi. Now, this last match is going to be a demolition. Barcha do not stand a chance against Isagi, Nagi, Reo, and Chigiri. From Chigiri's explosive speed that no one on the team is stopping, to Isagi and Reo both using Metavision to destroy the defense and manipulate them to the railways, and Nagi's trap shots, they're not going to even score a goal. I can see this being a 3-0 and very fast game similar to PXG versus Barcha right now. Bachira will get stopped by Isagi as Isagi knows how to stop Bachira. Even with his enhanced dribbling, I don't see Bachira being able to do anything against them. We're also going to have to see Otoya try to sneak by the team, but Reo is not going to let Otoya sneak by A for too long, and I could see them really struggling. I can see them just doing fast counters, and they will understand when Reo is trying to pass to Otoya, as you're not going to sneak past Metavision users. And Otoya hasn't done anything in the NEL to stop them. Bachira would get stopped, but Otoya might be able to sneak in a goal, but that is if he can get past Metavision users, which he has not shown any good feats against Metavision users, so nah. Even Karasu took him down, so Isagi should be able to take him down. Now, when it comes to the next thing I want to evaluate, which is how the other teams would be affected. Yes, Mom? Let's start off with Manshine City. They would get a potential 4 wins or would get locked in 2 wins for sure. They are guaranteed 2 wins in this scenario, but they could potentially win all, just depending on if they have enough real power to pull through to make an edgy win over Ubers and PXG. For Isagi, this is definitely a plus, as he would get better physique, better strength, better speed. And with Chris Prince being hands-on, he would be able to be closer to Noah. His Metavision would be able to be enhanced with a good physique, unlike his former body, which had to train for the third match to be able to consistently use Metavision through the whole game. So he'll be able to use Metavision through the whole game from the beginning, as he would face Kaiser and be on the pitch the whole time to understand Kaiser impact. With the 20 days of training beforehand, it would really impact him well. Nagi wouldn't suffer as much, as with Isagi being on the team to motivate him if he ever feels down. Nagi would always be trying, but I don't think he would really try in the PXG game, but he would make a comeback for sure from the Ubers game because of King Barrow. Also, his value won't go down because Isagi would be too much of a star in the PXG match for people to focus on Nagi. One thing about Isagi is he will be Bluelock's #1 as soon as the Manshine and PXG match ends, as Isagi would have beat Rin, meaning that Rin wouldn't be better than him and wouldn't score a hat-trick to get more value than Isagi. Next, I want to talk about Reo. Reo would definitely be in a better situation, with his value not dropping from losing to PXG and also having Metavision. He could help Nagi reach further heights because his plays and insane on IQ for the game would increase immensely. And lastly, Chigiri. Chigiri doesn't change much. He would just have Isagi to form a chemical reaction with by using insane speeds to assist him or Nagi for Golden Formula trap shots or Golden Formula direct shots between him, Nagi, and Isagi. Now for PXG, they would suffer immensely, as if they lost to Manshine, that means the people who barely got enough of a value wouldn't get anything. Karasu wouldn't get the 12 mil as he did lose, as you get more from winning as well as doing what you do to contribute. Rin wouldn't be the #1 blue locker, and they wouldn't be perfect going into the Bastard Munchen match. So I could see them having a total of 3 wins at the end of it all. For Ubers, they would still get the 2 wins that I'm predicting them to get, as they would, instead of beating Manshine, as I think they will in the original version, they will beat Bastard Munchen because there will be no one to help Kaiser stop them. They will still lose to PXG, but this time they lose to Manshine City. But I don't know if they're going to beat them in the real version or not, but in this version they do lose to Manshine City. And then also when it comes to the last game, they already faced FC Barcha and they will destroy them. So I can see them having a 2-2 record. Nothing will really change for them, except Bao would have lost to Nagi in this version, which would piss him off. For Bastard Munchen, things would drastically change in the team, as everyone would have to obey Kaiser, since there isn't Isagi to fight Kaiser, which means it would be way too easy for Kaiser, and Kaiser wouldn't hold back, as he would go all out from the front since he isn't going to mess with Isagi. Now, the first character I can see getting a benefit is Yukimiya, as I think he will be the sub in the game instead of Isagi, since Isagi isn't there. If we're using logic, Yukimiya was the highest blue locker other than Kunigami, so he would get in the first game and get some experience with him having a better chance at a better rating compared to his original self. Now, since Yukimiya would have stayed good, in the second game I could see Nepu, the speed defender from the U20 team, being the one who actually gets to play as the left back. That means he would finally get a value, as right now in Bluelock, ahead of the PXG game, he has no value, but I do think they're going to use Neotepi to face Sentetsu. Let's mark that off of Serena's block. I forgot who used that. They're using a scramble between 2 YouTubers. I forgot which one did the Neru, but I 100% back that idea, as that is the best way to take advantage of his situation of having 0 yen. But in this situation, he does better. One person who does worse is Kurona, as without the Isagi link, he wouldn't do as well unless he linked up with Ness instead, which could be a possibility. If he doesn't link up with Ness, he does worse, but if he does profit, as he would be a link up, but he would still overall get a less value, as Ness would be the one assisting all of Kaiser's goals. And I do believe Kunigami will steal the Kaiser goal against Manshine. I believe that would be his only goal, so his value would go down, as I do not believe Kunigami will score in the game against Barcha, as I think Kaiser will score 2 goals there. Against Manshine, I think Kaiser will score 2 goals as well. No, sorry. Kaiser will score 1, Kunigami will score 1. Then in the Ubers match, they will not even score, bro. Unless Kunigami scores. Because Yukimiya cannot 1v1 the whole Ubers defense. There's just too many strong defenders on that team for Yukimiya to score. Kaiser will be locked down by Lorenzo. So unless Kunigami steps up, and I believe Kunigami could, I think it will end in a 3-1 deficit, as Kunigami will score a big time shot to score. And then the last game against PXG, I could see it ending 3-2, PXG winning against Bastard Munchen with Kunigami scoring 1 and Kaiser scoring 1. So in this instance, I could see Kaiser doing overall way better with no Isagi to challenge him. Kunigami does okay. I don't see him regressing too much because he is a hyena and he will poach goals in the last 3 matches, but I do not see him scoring against FC Barcha like he originally did. Yukimiya and Neru do better. Kiora will actually join the Ubers match, as Hiyori wouldn't get Isagi's confidence to go in the match. So that means Kiora could possibly do something. And maybe he might score a goal, but I haven't seen his ability, so I'm not even going to give him a goal in this scenario. But Kiora will get playing time ahead of Hiyori, so Kiora will get his stat. Hiyori would not get any game time onto the PXG match, which would horrendously bring him down. Raichi would still be the same and everyone else on Bastard Munchen, except they wouldn't beat the team of Manshine City, Ubers, and PXG, so they would only have 1 win in this scenario. And FC Barcha, nothing changes for you guys. You guys are trash. You guys are just gonna have a worse beating from Manshine City. That is the only thing that will change. Anyway, thank you for watching. Let me know who you want next in the comment section. I do have Yukimiya to FC Barcha being next, but keep on bringing video suggestions. I always read them and I always have them in my bucket list to do. So whatever video idea, what if stratum video you want, just let me know in the comment section, and have a happy holidays. Peace. Hey guys, it's Fofo Tsukiyomi here today with
Leo King. Hello everyone, back at it again. And this video is if Isagi went to FC Barcha. Let's go.
A lot of people have recommended this. So FC Barcha's philosophy is definitely about excitement, dribbling, and technique. Isagi does not fit the dribbling and technique excitement, but he does definitely fill the excitement role. And with his meta vision of
creativity.
His creativity would definitely help. Do you want to explain why Isagi would fill in so well here?
Okay, why Isagi would fit the Spain Giants, FC Barcha? Well, Isagi is a very creative player. When he's running, he's always thinking of what to do and always come up with plays that would suit him or his teammates, which is very interesting because FC Barcha is all about improvising on the spot. How did that word go again? Improvising, yeah, which is he will be really good at. I would see him fitting this really good.
Yeah, I could definitely see him like prospering well because he isn't the type to be taught anything. Because look at Noah. He doesn't really teach Isagi anything. He just tells him to rethink for himself. And I feel like Lavino and Noah have that one thing in common where they don't have to impact the player to actually help them grow. So do you want to talk about Isagi's chemical reactions with the team?
Okay, here we go. Isagi's chemical reaction would fit with Barcha because Barcha's new dribbling style would help with. Okay, so before we start the chemical reactions, what would Isagi dribbling? How this would, if he went there, his offense would improve to a S and his dribbling would improve to around an A. Like if he went there.
This would be the best dribbling Isagi ever. As he did get better at dribbling with against Manshine City, he would just get better at dribbling from the first game from the start.
I would have a dribbling style for him. Would you mind me explaining?
Yes, please. Just explain it.
Okay, so counter dribble, as in how Sai Itoshi dribbling works, where he reads the opponent's body rhythm and then counter against them with a elastical, nutmeg, my bad. Or, let's say, if he's dribbling, he like taps the ball on the ground, tap it on the ground quick, like how Barcha did against Aiko in the U20, then instantly go into a direct shot, quick, then score.
Oh wow, I remember talking about this for Say for the Say vs Lorenzo video. This actually works well because Say uses meta vision to understand, and Say's more of a reactive person, so Isagi copying that from Say would actually work very well because they both react to what happens on the pitch and then act on it. I did not think about that at all. That's very smart. So I feel like Isagi would also have to use Otoya, and this would be similar to like how Isagi back in the day would always figure out who was hiding in the shadow, because when Chigiri was injured, Isagi was betting on him. His ego was just telling him that Chigiri was going to strike. So I feel like Isagi and Otoya would have that friendship, and these two, they don't really have a lot in common, but I feel like they would just get very along with each other, as Otoya is one of those only people who are trying to kill Isagi like Barrow and win, you know?
Yeah, it says Otoya is very freestyle, he's very chill and cool with his off the ball movements.
Right, and I feel like Otoya would be down for a freeway triangle, just like how he was down for Chigiri to help him, as he did enjoy the speed. So if Isagi's dribbling speed increases immensely, that would mean that Otoya's freedom with the ball would also get to go, and Isagi would always be able to create new ideas for him, since Bachua isn't the type to create ideas for anyone. He just only passes it when his heart feels tempted, as he revealed in the World 5 game.
everything would go the same. I mean, Barcha would still be what he is right now with his new Ginga X Monster style.
Bachelor would be better though, because like Isagi having to create the ideas means that Bachelor would have less stress in his mind, because I feel like Bachelor has to actually create all the ideas for the team right now.
Wait, funny enough, his dribbling style is just like Sai Itoshi.
Bachelor's?
Yeah.
I mean, I know he did he did a similar dribble against Kunigami, but like, oh yeah, it's true. His adult form, he reacts to the person. That's true when you want to explain it? How?
Yeah, like how Sai does it.
How Bachelor copied Say?
He reacts to the person's reaction time first, then dribble past them, which makes him doesn't waste much energy like he usually does.
And this would be in chapter 161 or 162. I'll definitely pull up screenshots just for remembrance purposes later.
Okay, so this happened in chapter 162 when hold up. No, it's right after Barcha scored his first goal. Yeah.
He had the ball after he scored? I thought Kaiser did an immediate Kaiser impact. Oh wow.
So the first goal, yeah, it happened. Barcha showed his new style of dribbling in chapter 160, or if anyone wants to know.
Right before his first goal. Okay, I thought you said after his first goal. I was about to say, because that was Kaiser impact. Okay, let's talk about the matches. First would be FC Barcha versus Bastard Munchen.
Bastard Munchen. Well, they're gonna have to get dog wash like crazy. Even though Isagi's new dribbling improved with his counter dribble and his new lift, when he just bounces the ball on the ground and then goes into an instant direct shot. Yeah, I would see him learning rainbow flicks as well to get past Kaiser. But we all know Kaiser has meta vision and can read the situation and predict.
Right. At this point, Isagi wouldn't have it.
Well, how Isagi learned was watching how Kaiser plays, and I would see him like taking a little time off the game and observing Kaiser, then learning meta vision.
Right. Do you think he would start in this particular time?
Yeah, how?
Do you think he would start because he was benched in the original timeline?
Oh, no, he would be benched, yeah.
Yeah, I could see him having trouble learning Kaiser's metavision from the start, because in the original timeline it took him following Kaiser from behind. Like, how do I say this? When you're on the pitch, it's easier to observe what the person is thinking, because when you're outside the pitch, it's a whole different ballgame to when you're on the pitch. That's why it took to Manshine for him to learn it.
Well, it would be like Isagi can use metavision subconsciously though.
Yeah, he can, but he wouldn't understand what the hell Kaiser's doing just yet. And he would have to do it in this one game, if not, he's not going to learn it.
So would they win? No, I would say FC Barcha will lose 2-3. With Barcha scoring the first goal, Lavina scoring the second, and him being benched still.
Right.
So I would say BM wins this.
And then Lavina would have a harder time trying to score as well. I don't even think Lavina would score. I think Bachelor would score too, because Lavina only scored because Isagi messed up. Isagi did interfere. Yeah, so I don't even think Lavina would be able to score. Because as soon as Noah scored, time was up. So it meant that if Lavina didn't score in that play, there wouldn't have been a chance for him to score. So I think Bastard Munchen in this scenario does even better with Isagi on the opposition. And I don't think Isagi interferes with the top 3 yet. Even if he does, it's not like Isagi is going to do anything against Kaiser, because Kaiser came to this event because of Isagi, so he would just be dog-watering Isagi everywhere.
Okay, next match would be BM versus FC Barcha versus
Ubers!
Okay, what Isagi knew was dribbling style. I would say he levels the game 1-1. And with Barra scoring a hat trick and they lose 3-1 like the original timeline.
I feel like Bachira would still score because in this timeline, I feel like Bachira was the ace. In the original timeline, Bachira would have been the ace. So if he was to score there, he would have definitely been able to score here. So I feel like it would be a 3-2. Isagi scoring. I mean, I think Otoya would have to assist both of them because Otoya can serve as a similar function to Corona Ranze in terms of assists. And he's kind of the Barcha assist king right now as he's assisting everybody. So yeah, he would definitely help. But there's no way in hell Ubers don't lose to this team. They're still way too weak, and the only thing they improve on is offense.
Yeah, Ubers would have won.
I dare say they still win 3-1. I don't think Isagi would score against Ubers without the help. But Otoya is there, so he might score, who knows.
Oh, yeah.
Another thing is he doesn't get lefty shot.
Yeah, he wouldn't get his lefty direct shot.
Yeah, because he wouldn't be playing with Kunigami, and he wouldn't know about the whole... Wait, it would take him time to even understand that Kunigami got ambidextrous because Isagi was like on the bench watching, and then he spent like 10 days in advance training with Kunigami. What's the next game they play? Is it PXG?
Yeah.
Bro, FC Barcha really sucks.
No, look, coming in and like supporting them, yeah, they really suck.
Yeah, like I don't see Isagi changing anything because I don't think Isagi would be able to understand Charles like the way he understands most points. And Rin has meta vision, and he also has that I don't know the ability, but you know when in the first game of the second selection, Rin basically made Isagi think he was in a point where he was open, but Rin fooled him.
Yeah, which is his puppeteer style, which controls everything on the field.
Yeah, so definitely he would use that to manipulate Isagi into thinking that he stopped him, but instead Rin would dominate because if Rin has meta vision, which he should, he would easily just be able to manipulate Isagi's way of thinking by adding it to his puppeteer style. And with the destroyer style he has, no one on Barcha is stopping him.
So we can see now Isagi would roughly have a 17 million value and wouldn't go up anymore.
No, I think he would go up because if he contributes to goals, he would go. But he wouldn't have like that huge jump because he wouldn't have scored 2 goals against Ubers with the assist as well, as I feel like Otoya would have been the one to assist Bachira. Isagi has never assisted Bachira, come to believe it. In all of Bluelock, he's never assisted Bachira once.
Yeah, true. Other than him and Barcha having like tiki-taka passes up the field.
Yeah, the 1-2 passes. But like Bachira is always the one who assists Isagi, and I don't see Isagi scoring against Ubers without wait, no, if Hiyori and if Corona could get him a ball to score, he could score. But they would definitely target the fact that he's not ambidextrous, so that was the only reason Isagi scored the first goal. And without Hiyori's meta vision to help him with the second goal, I don't see Isagi scoring. And he's not scoring against Boston Munchen. So yeah, he would have 50 million. I would give him 50.
Yeah.
That seems fair. PXG still dog waters them because even if they start adapting to Rin's team, they can just switch off Shido's team and there's no way they're stopping Shido's team.
Like, Shido has grown immensely.
I don't think Shido's grown. I just think he's always been there. I think there's still room for Shido to grow because he hasn't shown anything he hasn't shown before. He's always just been that guy.
Yeah, true.
Everyone put him on fraud watch because he didn't really show up in the Manshine game. That's the only reason he was on the fraud watch.
Throughout the entire NEL now, Shido has scored 3 goals.
Yeah, he has. I feel like he'll end at the end with 5 in the original timeline. I think he's going to score 2 against Bastard. They're giving him a backstory. Something has to happen. But I feel like, yeah, PXG would murder them 3-2. And then the last game, and probably the only game they have a chance of winning, Barcha versus Manshine. How do you think that happens?
Okay, start off, Isagi, Barcha scoring the first goal, with Chikiri responding and scoring the first goal for Manshine.
I could definitely see Isagi having a better chance of scoring here without Kaiser helping the damn opposite team just to mess with Isagi. And like, when Isagi did go to Metavision, he basically was unstoppable if it wasn't for Kaiser. So Isagi would definitely score here. And I think he would score both winning goals. Nagi would definitely still score a miracle goal as he hadn't faced Isagi yet, which is actually a plus for Nagi.
And I would say he would have a more puppeteer style like Rin, because he would be considering that Rio has Metavision but can't use it like consciously.
Yeah.
Controlling the entire field.
And he even saw through Rail's Metavision the whole time, because there was this pass in like chapter 199 or 200 where Rail, no, it was 197 I think. Rail shot it, but Nagi caught the damn thing and tried to use the black hole trap to shoot it, but Isagi caught the black hole using Metavision to manipulate their Metavision.
And egocentrism.
Yeah, egocentrism and protagonism. He used that to destroy everyone's protagonisms.
No, and it was chapter 198.
Oh, I was so close. I was off of one chapter. I have all the screenshots on my phone. I just don't have the chapter names. I was doing all these screenshots for the Nagi video a while back. So yeah, I feel like FC Barcha would still win 3-2 because with Isagi not having Kaiser to like destroy his chances of scoring, and with teammates that would support him, and let's be honest, Bachu and Otoya are way better than Kuro and Aranze.
Yeah, so what would Isagi learn going to FC Barcha? Just new dribbling and improving his off the ball movements.
The downside is his you were saying something?
No, you can go.
The downsides was that he would definitely not have the lefty shot, and his Metavision wouldn't have been as good because he wouldn't have had time to study Kaiser for as much in person. But his Metavision would be enough to still like manipulate Rail, Nico, and I don't think he would even be able to teach you the IQ, so IQ wouldn't get Metavision in this version. Nico was doing it subconsciously though, so he would still get it.
Whenever Isagi's Metavision on decides to pop up, or in moments where it's critical times, where he's losing and he's just frozen, all the puzzle pieces just come clicking to him. Those are those moments where his Metavision clicks.
Right. Alright, let's talk about FC Barcha. Do they improve from Isagi being there?
No, they would still lose 4 matches and just win 1.
There's 4 games, so they would win 1 and lose 3.
Yeah.
For Manshine,
Yeah, they wouldn't improve anywhere.
Yeah, because I still feel like they'll win in the original timeline against Manshine, because Manshine are the worst right now.
So keep going, you were saying?
Manshine, they would definitely play better because Nagi wouldn't be like hostile and stops because he wouldn't have faced Isagi to the very end. So he would have played really well.
Yeah, considering right now Nagi's downfall is happening at the moment in the current timeline.
Right. Which is kind of scary in this timeline because if he does have the downfall after the Barcha game, that means in the World Cup he's going to play like trash rather than having him have the downfall from the first game and then later on getting better.
So yeah, this video was all about if Isagi went to Barcha and it wouldn't really improve him as much.
Right. So Isagi doesn't benefit from this, but hopefully on another stratum he would definitely benefit. On the Manshine one, he wins all the games. Here, he only wins against Manshine.
Yeah, well, we will do a video if Isagi went to Ubers or PXG. We should put that as a poll, or should we just do it?
I'll put that as a poll because I want to see which one they do first. Doing both of them at the same time would kill my phone space. I wouldn't have any more space.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, not do them quick, not right now.
Yeah, I'll do them in a bit. Anyway, thank you guys for listening in. I hope you all have a good day. Peace out. Stay strong. Subscribe. Click the naughty bell. Say goodbye, Leo King. Leo King, you guys say goodbye to the chat.
Oh, my bad, yeah. Okay, goodbye, everyone. Have a good one. And always stay kingly. That's so cringe, but peace.
Barra wouldn't accept that. Oh no. Alright, peace.
Today I'll be doing a video with Fofo Tsukiyomi. Say hello.
Yo, what's up, Leo gang? We're here talking about what if Isagi went to Ubers?
Okay, so we'll be starting out with his positives.
And then after we do the negatives, and then talk about how he does in each matches.
Okay, so if Isagi went to Ubers, Isagi is a very smart player who uses his spatial awareness and his football IQ to scout out the closest route to goal, like Mark Snuffy, who uses various strategies, who uses his meta vision to pinpoint the most dangerous spots on the field. So I think if he went to Ubers, he would have learned meta vision real quick before anything else on his lefty shot and such. But I don't think he learned. Like, we'll get to his negatives soon. So I think he would fit in the strategy, like how everything would work and how the possibilities, like him scoring a goal, as if Barrow isn't there. Correct? He would be there.
Barrow's here in this version.
Okay. I would say Barrow would be up front and Isaac would be an offensive midfielder at the start.
He would probably take Sendo's role.
Yeah, I think so. So, okay, I don't really have much, but his first match would be against FC Barcha.
For the negatives, I would say that dang, this is a tough one as Isagi is very good. I do not know how well he would accept the strategies at hand because the fact that Isagi was able to foresee Barrow's attacks and stopped him on 3 occasions means that there are flaws with Snuffy's tactics. And let's say he faces someone like Kaiser and he gets stopped a bunch of times using the same strategy, he would rebel similar to Barrow. Isagi is an adaptability king, so he is the type who, if he doesn't see something working, he would rebel against it. So I do not see Isagi playing along with Snuffy's tactics for the long term. And also, the only other negative I could see happening is that he wouldn't have a Metavision user to push him like Kaiser. I mean, Bao's gonna do the work and he will get Metavision, but it's like, I feel like Kaiser was a better person to push him than Barrow, in my opinion. All right, so the first match they did play against is PXG. So how do you think Isagi would help them do against PXG?
Okay, I do. Well, considering Isagi as a rivalry with Rin, and Rin would want to destroy him as quick as possible. Against PXG with players like Shiro, Rin, Tokimitsu, Nanase, Loki, and
Only
more.
Rin, Shido, and Karasu played that first match, and Bao didn't even play that first match. Damn.
So I do see PXG winning like a 3-1 because I don't think they would stand that much of a chance unless they're using the designs.
Right.
Or hold up like 2-3 with Lorenzo's dribbling, and he would be the striker, the shadow striker.
I feel like they would win 3-2 because they did that in the original story, and here we're adding Isagi. And I don't think Isagi is scoring in this game, so yeah, that seems fair enough.
Yeah, true.
They played Barcha next, right? This was the ass whooping that scared me, bro. How do you feel? How badly are they gonna whoop Barcha? Do they get 3-0 here?
3-0.
Oh yeah, Isagi's gonna stop that only Bachua play that Bachua got. Bro, poor Barcha, man. And then we got the Manshine match where they played against Wait, no. Yeah, it is Manshine. How do you think they do against Manshine? Is that another free no?
Okay, I would say French Manshine will put up a bit more problem, give them a little bit more work, no pun intended, and like make them win a game of 3-2.
Damn, you think they're gonna win 3-2 when they already won 3-1 in the original story? What's the difference here?
Oh, because well, Manshine and well, Isagi doesn't develop metavision as quick as he did in the when he was over in his version of when he was at BM.
Oh, I see. But when do you think Isagi would develop Metavision? Which game do you think he would develop it?
Well, I think he would like start noticing how Snuffy plays and like observe him from his point of view, like start watching him constantly and see how Snuffy plays and like adapt. You know how Isagi is, wants to
Yeah.
get better and adapts to people. So I do think he would adapt to Snuffy's gameplay and play style and learn metavision.
Yeah, similar to Kaiser. Oh, shit, I forgot about Boston Munchen. Yeah, do we see Ubers beating them in this version?
Okay, considering that, I mean Lorenzo is there now. Lorenzo is there, the team where Lorenzo peaks, blossoms. He's man marking, so I would see him. Kai's having some trouble.
I could see Ubers winning nearly every game except for PXG because Isagi was the one who saved Bastard with the first goal, and like Kaiser doesn't have anyone to play baits for himself to get a goal because he used Isagi to get himself a goal. And without Isagi to tell Noah to put Hiyori on, yeah, I can see Bastard getting their ass beat.
I do see a 3-2 win like against Manshine, so we can't count out Kaiser. It would be Noah that it would be the first goal would be like Kaiser and the second be Noah, because Noah usually plays as an offensive midfielder or DMF when Isagi was there, like helping the team.
That's
So I do
true.
see him scoring goals instead.
You have a point. Noah might just say fuck it and just play striker. Because he did play defense against Ubers. But damn, how's Kaiser gonna deal with Lorenzo without Isagi?
So Lorenzo is a defender, yes, but he will need to be at certain points in the match. Like he has to go mark this person, like go and mark another person, like leave Kaiser open for a moment.
That's true. I did criticize him in my Save versus Kaiser. Save versus Lorenzo video about him only man marking one person, but he is
I will never forget that video.
Oh
my boy
God.
so bad. I will never forget that video.
That was so bad. I had to do Kaiser justice for the Save versus Kaiser video. Oh my gosh. I was so strict on that video. You don't even know. I didn't even put music in that video. Oh my gosh. But yeah, Lorenzo is known to man mark different people as shown in the Ubers match, as he definitely would have had to man mark Chigiri, and there was a scene where he was man marking Nagi, so it isn't just the most valuable person.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could see because Lorenzo did go to try and stop Isagi during the game, and that's how Kaiser even found an opening. So that means, yeah, you're right. Kaiser would definitely find some openings in the game. And Noah was just fun.
Yeah, so I can't say what weapons Isagi would have in this version of himself. I would say metavision, egocentrism, and his direct shot, that's it. And a bit more buff in his physique. I would say that's all he would get than his other half.
Yo, we can't say ecocentrism without protagonism. He used both of them together, I think.
Wait, so protagonism is egocentrism?
Egocentrism is the more of the egotistical side where you're just full on egotistical, like Yukimiya. And protagonism is like you're the main character. Like Yukimiya said he was the main character. Egocentrism was more of the Nagi and Ryo.
Okay, so I forgot Bluelock had two different translations. We'll put it up on screen whenever we're editing this.
Yeah.
We'll put it up on screen. Yeah.
I'll put up the panel where Isagi's just brain folding Yukimiya and the rest of them for sure.
Yeah, I'll send you the pictures of both, like translation because it's one shows protagonist feeling and the other shows egocentrism. Maybe that's
Oh,
POT.
okay. Mine had protagonism and egocentrism in two different parts.
Hmm.
Anyway, thank you
But
for
yeah, what
having
would
me, Leo King.
wait? Hold on, before we end, we have to know what would be his bit.
What would be his what?
His bit, his money, like salary.
Damn, that's a good question. That depends. Do you think he plays better with Ubers? That's how you determine it, I think.
Okay. Considering that Uber does give a Uber sometimes system is kind of bullshit, but uh, I would see him have a salary of around. I'm not glazing, but this is just speculations on how like I'm visualizing right now how good he would play in every match. Like my brain is like thinking about everything. So give me a sec.
He is the
All
main
right. So
character.
if he scores goals in his matches, I would say he would have a bit of around 88 million. Like Nagi's after Nagy scored his 5 stage fake volley, or have a bit of 96 million, which kind of decreases from his bastard Munchen self when he has a bit of 150 million.
Hmm.
So maybe a huge difference.
I could definitely see him having more than he originally had because Bao didn't play the first game and Isagi's gonna score a goal. But that's just my perspective. I don't know. Because I feel like Bao will destroy Isagi in the Barcha and the Manshine matches for sure. Yeah, I think this will still be Bao's team. Yeah, I could see him having less than 150 mil for sure.
Yeah. So he would be in the top 23 for the U20 World Cup. So maybe Ubers is not so trash. I mean, they're like a balanced team of losing 2 games and winning 2 games and losing 2 matches in the original.
Yeah, in this version they would win 3, lose 1. But yeah, I think
So yeah.
this
So
could
yeah,
be
that's it for today's. We're doing the outro.
No, I'm not doing the outro. I'm just saying that this is the worst team for Isagi among all the 5 stratums.
Yeah, it is. So if anyone wants to like what would happen if Sagi went to PXG, I mean we can always do it like a later date.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, that's it. So if anyone wants to know, put your suggestions in the comments and check out Fofo Tsukiyomi. He's a really cool dude. One of my OG friends. Like I met him like a few months ago. How long did I know you for?
When did we post the same Lorenzo video? Christmas, right?
Yeah, I forgot.
That's when I figured out who you were. So yeah, Christmas ago.
Yeah, that was nice. But yeah. Well, like be sure to like, subscribe, and see if I can get to 100K before the end of the month or 2 months time. To 100 subscribe, 100. You know what I'm saying? Or just a little 100 subs. But
Let's get you
yeah,
to 50 first.
yeah. So yeah, say peace up, Fufu.
Peace out. Sue.
You peace.
For Tsukiyomi, and today alongside Leo, Mikey Leo, whatever we call him, we're gonna finish off the Isagi Stratum videos. So introduce yourself, Jinpachi Leo.
Yeah, what's good going on? Yeah, I mean, Fufu will be the if Isagi went to PXG, so let's get on with it.
That name Jinpachi Leo is cold as fuck, bro. So Isagi Yoriichi is a player with many skills in terms of IQ. He always knows how to get himself unmarked so he can get his direct shot. He's also really good at defense, and he has many variations of the direct shot, being the normal one, the lefty one, and the back heel one he used against Duen. Mikey Leo could talk about like basically his weapons and abilities and how he's been using them throughout the story.
Alright, so we'll be talking about first his spatial awareness. Alright, so Isagi uses his awareness of the field to analyze every player's movement and movement of the ball movement and everything to get to the best point and predict their plays. his next is core weapon, and his next is direct shot. Where he's in a position when the ball is sent to him, instead of trapping it, making it for more time, he shoots it directly. No pun intended.
I just got the pun. About his chemical reactions, I could see him having chemical reactions with Nanase, maybe Tokimitsu, Karasu, and Loki. That might just be it, because I don't see him and Charles getting along in this story for sure. What about you?
I do see him working along well with Tokimitsu and Nanase, and maybe a little with Karasu, because
Yeah, about his positives going there before we actually get into his negatives. I could see Isagi having to fight way harder to get his place in the team, as Rin and Shido would be occupying most of the playing time for strikers, so Isagi would really have to work harder. Since Bastard only had Kaiser, with Rin and Shido, he's the adaptability demon, so he's definitely gonna get better way faster. Now for his negatives.
Yeah, I really don't really have much to say about that, because negatives. He's going to go there, but I do see Loki still giving Ren and Shido the systems change and shit. Come on. You make an asshole.
Very likely.
I have no privacy. I swear.
I keep going.
Alright, his negatives. Hold up. I do see him not getting any system for himself, because I do see Ren and Shido taking that, because they want better strikers. Ren is more like pointing down the field, like seeing over everything else and this like this. So that's most of his negatives. I do see him being supportive, but sometimes, it's like he's really shadow, so I do see him trying to take him over. Take over the field like he did for Kaiser, and like, it was back to Munchen.
I feel like Isagi would be in Rin's system and then try to take over his damn system like he did to Kaiser for sure. Now the first match they get against is Ubers. How do you see that match going down?
Alright. I'm being honest, I do see a 3-2 for PXG.
3-2.
Because Rin is like always trying his hardest when Isagi is there.
Yo, that is a good point. They really bring the best out of each other. Even I could acknowledge their relationship.
And Shido will be somewhere getting a hard on something. I don't know.
Bro's gonna be on his dopamine diet. I could definitely see the scoreline being the same with Rin scoring 2 goals and Shido scoring 1. I don't think Isagi can score against this Ubers team.
And if Charles will not really to continue like he showed in the other matches, because before Bastard moved to he was sending passes to Rin, so that makes me send it down to Isagi.
Right. And I don't think Ren and Shido would be caught off guard a second time by Isagi figuring out their weak spot. I think they would be well aware to be cautious of Isagi, especially since Isagi stole the game in the U20 match for sure.
Both players will be fired up because Isagi stole their spotlight.
Yeah, that's true. The next match they do is fucking hell, Manshine City.
And this is where I see Isagi developing more. Like, maybe developing a little bit more.
Yeah, I could definitely see Isagi develop.
I see this one going in 3-2 as a last one.
Yeah, it would make sense since we're getting a better Nagi and Rayo in this game, considering that they were really fired up against Isagi and then died afterwards. I don't see Isagi scoring yet, but I could definitely see Isagi like accidentally assisting Shido.
Let's just pray that this in each game he scores at least one or anyone who does well.
It's hard. Do you think Isagi can stop Rin from scoring a hat trick? Because Rin scored a hat trick against Manshine. But that was with Manshine playing like shit though, that's the problem.
So yeah, I do see him developing better.
I don't know how Isagi would do it without Kaiser though, because Rin doesn't actively he basically unconsciously uses Metavision really good, but he doesn't have the eye of it. He just has like 100% flow or something like that. And Kaiser's the reason Isagi knew what Metavision was.
I mean, I do see Isagi like subconsciously using Metavision as the best path, and Charles noticing, send the pass, and then he just finishes.
That's
true. Scoring to him, he's well.
This is tough. I think he did subconsciously use it towards the end of the U20 match, so I think he should be able to subconsciously use it. Even in the Barcha match, he had the eye, so yeah, I think subconsciously he would awaken it. Similar to Nico. With that being said, I could see Rin scoring 2 goals or a hat-trick, or Isagi scoring 1 goal or no, and then Nagi scoring a super goal and eyeing off a river, and Chigiri scoring Chigiri style. And with that, we got FC Barcha.
So that's it.
3-0. Cause Lovino really changed the game, because I don't think Loki plays in this game.
But let's put into consideration that Loki does and keeps that man on rocks. He's amazing speed.
I don't think Loki's gonna play though, because there's no reason why if Lovino came, they would have scored if Loki was there. Because if Loki was there, they weren't gonna score a damn goal.
Okay, 3-1.
Yeah, because Batra would probably score in this game, because if he can score against Ubers, he can pretty much score against any team.
And this is where Isagi developing even more.
Yeah, Isagi would definitely be doing crazy shit, bro. What do you think Loki would assign him to do? He assigns each person homework. What do you think his Isagi's homework would be?
Score more goals.
Oh my days! Yeah, my homework should be just get 100s. Yeah, totally easy. That's just Isagi score more goals.
Yep. I mean, it's basically a challenge for every viewer player.
Damn, what would I give Isagi as homework? Because the guy is basically good at where he needs to be, but he only Isagi knows his major weaknesses, like the lefty shot. No one's gonna tell him to develop a lefty shot, so I feel like, yeah, just trust your. I feel like Loki would just tell him to trust his instincts or some shit. And now, oh fuck, I don't want to talk about a PXG versus Bastard, but we kind of have to. It's the last video. I see PXG slapping the shit out of Bastard 3-1.
No, I don't think so.
Are we close or something?
You don't got Lorenzo on this bet, so.
That's true, but they're doing a good job on Kaiser right now.
Okay. Kaiser is only performing bad because Isagi was there and like destroying his mentality. And this is an arrogant Kaiser in this match. So
you have a point, because the only reason they're playing this strategy where they have to get the ball fastly to Kaiser is because Isagi's playing defense. With Isagi not there to interrupt their system, I feel like everyone would actually be supporting Kaiser, and it wouldn't be where they have to play stupid plays just to get away from Isagi. So yeah, I could see Kaiser being a real problem because he would be able to act more accurately. Damn.
Yeah.
How do you think Kunagami's gonna do?
And this is where he awakened, like, the original, him working through we just showed the system, like, pretty young to mark through
Who's gonna mark Rin and Isagi?
I do see Kaiser get putting his attention on Rin because Rin is number one. And Isagi is somewhere between ranking in 6th place in this or 2nd. No, I see him ranking in 3rd.
In the Bluelock rankings? I could see him in the top 4, yeah, for sure. Like, I think he would be above Shido. Damn, it depends if Shido still goes ballistic in the Barcha game. If he does, he might just be barely above Isagi.
Okay, here's what I think. For the system, Shido gets 1. Okay, the system will be weird, but Isagi will have a system, Shido and everyone else. So Isagi gets Tokimitsu and honestly, but Shido gets Charge because both of them are like hormone with each other,
Right. I think Shido would keep Zantetsu and Karasu. That system just works so well. And then Ren could be like the Chigiri. Because Ren can actually work alone if he has to.
Yeah. So I think this game going 3-2.
Right. Nanase is gonna be shit though. Because he was on Win's fucking property or whatever you want to call this sexual term that Nanase grew to be a beast or some sort of beast. But he won't be following him because he says he's following Isagi. Is just a way better trial. I could also see. Huh? Go on.
Are you saying?
Just go on. I said I could also see like Ren using Tokimitsu at random moments, similar to like in the 4v4 when everyone was tired and Ren just started 2v1ing everyone with Tokimitsu. That's where Tokimitsu shines.
Yeah.
Alright, let's talk money.
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to be the number 1, Rin or Isagi at the end of this? Like, money-wise.
It's all based on Isagi's performance. You don't know who got a 50 million bid. Even without scoring, because of his amazing defense.
Wait, could you repeat that?
Hmm?
Could you repeat what you said? I couldn't hear.
I do see Isagi getting like around a 120 million bid because then there's a vision and playmaking. I mean, sometimes scoring some goals.
I could see Shido ending up with 150 mil at the end of this. Rin would get like around 200. I think in the original he'll get like 250, but with Isagi here he'll probably get like 200 or some shit.
Okay, let's be real for a second. Let's talk about Isagi. The man, the myth. He got adaptable demon. He's surpassing him. The hot spot. Even though this is like his Uber counterpart. I talked about it on my channel, but
Isagi's ego?
No, I'm saying he will have to surpass really this version of himself.
That's a tough question. He always finds a way. I think he will by the end of the Bastard match. I think that's because Metavision would definitely take it. He needs to find his original ego though, for sure. For sure.
I don't think Isagi would have to find an original ego. He already has it.
But wait, do you think he's gone into his original, not original, but I don't even think he's 100% flown in this whole NER. I don't think he's been in the flow yet. He's just used Metavision.
No, he has been. Have you not been reading the manga also?
I have, but it's like 100% flow is crazy, bro. Like Metavision, he's been using that, but it's not like when went ballistic. I know Isagi has like an original ego. I feel like that's his 100% like original flow or whatever you want to call it.
Okay, it wouldn't boost any attribute from me. Because it wouldn't really boost anything, he's just having a boosting ego. Which means I already have. He's already carried in Chris Please, carried the rest of them, and beating them.
Because right now I feel like Isagi needs to develop more into the hunger side like Ego talked about before the match started. Like, remember the chapter where Ego talks instead of Noah? Like, I feel like Isagi's original ego is going to contribute to his hunger for a goal.
Okay, we won't about the chapter. What chapter was that?
Chapter 247? Yeah, 247.
Okay, right after that, what did he say? Hold up.
Ego is just basically talking about why they entered in the NEL. I mean, why they're in the NEL right now.
Okay, hold up.
247.
I'm talking. Okay, not bad. Stuff like this. Okay, chapter 249.
249?
Yeah, he's like talking to himself, thinking about it.
Hold up.
He's saying woman is...
Chapter 249, right?
Huh?
I'm about to check chapter 249. There we go. Can this thing hurry the hell up? Okay, so where about this chapter does Isagi go and flowing? Like what part?
It's in chapter 249.
It wouldn't make sense because this chapter was very action-packed. Like, Isagi doesn't have a thinking moment.
No, correction, it's 248. Winning is the only thing that matters.
That makes more sense.
Providing assist, using myself as a decoy, bit by bit, I overcame the obstacles standing in my way, and as I fought, I evolved and gained new weapons. Maybe that's why the current me can think about becoming the world's #1. Becoming the best player in the world, because it was always a vague obstacle desire. But now I can already visualize the way I want to play as a striker. The way I would defeat Ren, the way I would carry past emotion to victory. The image of me becoming the best player in the world. And here's what he said after. This is my originality. The thing that only I desire. My hunger. So that's what he says.
Yeah, definitely hunger is gonna be what carries him. Wow, I just realized your audio became more clearer in the past minutes.
Oh, I guess I was using my earpods.
That's why. Like it was low as hell.
I hope I didn't mess up the recording though.
Hopefully not. Yeah, this is good audio right now. Finally. Okay, yeah, I'm reading it right now. This is my originality. The thing that I only desire. My hunger.
So yeah.
Oh, he's gonna combine what he's learned so far. So when he faced Nagy, he learned about ecocentrism. I don't know who number one is referring to. Wait, oh, that's himself.
Yep.
Yeah, being Griffin. And then combining Metavision, the flow, and all of them together. That's gonna be his hunger. Okay, I'm locked in now.
Yeah, I really don't got time right now because
You gotta end this. Thank y'all for watching. Go check out Mikey Leo's channel. Super underrated. We did.
Remember that, y'all.
Do the outro. Do the damn outro. Go check out Isagi 2 Ubers on his channel. We did it there. What's so funny?
Alright, peace, y'all.
My gosh, have a good day, y'all. Peace out.